good evening, everybody. Today, we have another session of 5 Minutes to Happy. What we do is we talk about mga topics that can hopefully make us, guide us into making us happier people. And we focus on different areas. We're focusing on self-development, our relationships with other people, as well as finding fulfilling work. And in today's session, we're talking about this right here. We're talking finding the perfect partner, finding the perfect mate. This was a requested topic from one of our viewers. We won't name them tonight, but this was a requested topic, and we are gonna dive into this over. Okay, so all of us want to have that perfect partner, right? All of us want to find that perfect mate, get that perfect partner, and we've watched yung mga Disney movies, di ba? We've seen the Disney movies, and these Disney movies, they sell us that tale. They tell us that tale of happily ever after, right? The different Disney movies, but we usually find out in real life that it's not so easy. Diba? It's not so easy. It's not so easy as the movies portray them. We see on social media, we see mga couples that are really happy together. And yeah, but it's not as easy as the couples portray them to be on social media, right? Social media just shows you the highlight reel, just like with anything. Well, I've been in many relationships. As somebody who's been in many relationships, and I know people in successful relationships, I do have some input. And these are just my own findings. So if you disagree with it, let me know in the comment section. If you disagree, or if you agree, let me know then. First of all, the most important thing I find that couples should have, or successful couples should have, or something you should find in your perfect mate, is respect. And what do I mean by that? Everyone, they have their own differences. But we have to respect each other's differences, okay? And if there's something about the other person that you don't respect, or you can't respect, it won't work out. And their respect is especially in the terms of political areas, religious areas, or any other belief. If you don't respect your partner in that area, it won't work, and that's okay. That's okay if it doesn't work. You just can't work with that partner. But respect, even if they have different beliefs, I find that respect is the number one thing that you should have in each other. Both you and your partner should have that respect. Second, next to respect, I find communication. Communication is also something that's extremely important. Not just, you can talk to each other, but you can communicate on the same wavelength. You can communicate on the same wavelength. And then we have this thing called love languages. We have love languages, which is physical touch, quality time, words of affirmation, gifts, and acts of service. And each person has their own love language. If you speak with your love language, you show the other person that you love them and you make them feel loved, then you have that great communication together. Sometimes we meet people, and then you just immediately click with them, you immediately understand one another. But with some people, it's not like that. With some people, it's really hard for you guys to communicate, for you to get your message across, because you speak on different wavelengths. So communication, I find, is extremely important, that you are on the same wavelength with the other party. Okay. The third thing I find that's really important is attraction. And we're not just talking about physical attraction. Okay, we're not just talking about physical attraction. But for me, I have certain areas of attraction that I find important. Okay, like for me, intelligence and physical traits are some of the most important. Right? Also, emotions. Like for me, emotions are very important. Like I want to be with someone who has emotional depth and can give me emotional support. Right? And once again, like I said, for everybody, it's different. For every single person, it's different. You might have different things that you're attracted to in a certain person, or different things that you're looking for, right? Okay. What about you? What's important for you in terms of attraction? Like I said, mine, there's intellectual, there's physical, and then there's the emotional part. Okay. And fourth, I find that self-love is important. And I'm not talking about narcissism, okay? I'm not talking about narcissism, but I believe that for a relationship to work, both parties should love themselves. That means that they accept who they are as people. That's what we mean by self-love over here. So, just to kind of summarize here, in a successful relationship, for me, there should be respect, there should be communication, there should be attraction between the parties, and there should be self-love. Both parties should love themselves, have that self-worth and self-love for themselves. Thank you guys for staying tonight. And tomorrow we're talking about, the topic is I'm sad and I don't know why. So we're going to be dealing with sadness and why people feel sad in certain scenarios. Thank you so much for your time and have a great night.